4 states sit along the U.S. border with Mexico, but one in particular appears to be the center of the fentanyl crisis. According to new exclusive data obtained by NewsNation, a majority of fentanyl seizures at the southern border happen in Arizona. The state has long been a primary smuggling corridor for cartels, but these numbers show just how serious the problem has become. NewsNation Southwest correspondent Allie Bradley is live at the border town of Nogales, Arizona. And Allie, Nogales has one of the busiest ports there. A lot of fentanyl is coming through.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Elizabeth. I think it's pretty safe to say at this juncture, Nogales is pretty much the epicenter of fentanyl being seized in the country. I mean, just over my shoulder here, that roadway is going to take you to the port of entry, where more than 40 million pills have been seized at that port of entry alone this fiscal year. That's just since October 1st. And yeah, we got our hands on some exclusive DEA data showing that the majority of fentanyl is making its way up through Arizona. And it's because of changing cartel tactics and also a lack of resources. When we talked to one top official, that's what he had to say.
51.4%. That's how much of the fentanyl discovered across the southern border is being seized in Arizona, according to the new statistics from the Drug Enforcement Agency's High Intensity Drug Trafficking Areas program. Most of that fentanyl is coming through ports of entry, but agents and other law enforcement are also finding the drug during traffic stops and at Border Patrol checkpoints.
We are going after the cartels, we're going after local drug dealers, and we're trying to save lives.
Officials we spoke to say they can't save lives without help. Sheriff Mark Daniels told us that despite their best efforts, a crisis continues to unfold.
That means it's getting through us. There's no doubt. I mean, everybody talks about that. We're in a badge. It's getting through us because we have limited resources.
Limited resources includes lack of manpower. Several critical checkpoints along the state's border are closed because there's not enough agents to staff them. Arizona is also seeing an uptick in people crossing the border on foot, self-surrendering to agents. That's taking the already depleted Border Patrol workforce off the front line and into transport and processing, leaving holes in the border.
Every day goes by that we talk about it, we're losing a lot of people and disrupting families, kids, communities. We got to do a better job.
Arizona's lack of resources is a stark contrast to other border states like Texas, which has enacted several measures, including the State National Guard to protect the border. According to the DEA, the Lone Star State only seizes 1% of fentanyl coming through the southern border.
Now, this all comes as Arizona Governor Katie Hobbs has openly talked about dismantling the border strike force. That's a team that was put together under former Governor Doug Ducey that really targeted the issues of illegal immigration along the southern border. However, she wants to dismantle that program and reallocate the funding to those directly on the front line. So the governor was down here last month touting this $41 million allocation. However, what I found out is that $35 million of that was already earmarked under Governor Doug Ducey to help these people out along the border. Katie Hobbs contributed about $6 million to help out down here, but the sheriff tells me he hasn't seen any of that funding yet. Elizabeth.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.